But when you talk about reconnect, are we assuming that there's a disconnect? And what do you mean by that? And how do we get back to
No.
reconnected? You talk about unlayering the onion, but taking away each layer of the onion, but what's there? Is it friction? Is it um, we're losing sight of the direction we're headed or what's important to us? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's all of the above. Running a business, building a brand is not easy. And while I think most business leaders have as pure intentions or as noble motivations as we would all want to think we do, and I don't think that's naive to say that. But I think that the complications of running a business, the context in which we operate, the competition that we experience, all of that just causes us to lose focus. I think probably the number one culprit is short term pressure, the pressure to produce short term results. I think that's why businesses like Amazon have been so successful for so long because when Jeff Bezos started the company, he was thinking long term, he was committed to long term. And from his very first letter he wrote to his shareholders, he said, the way that you will evaluate our success is over the long term. And so, fortunately, he was able to make enough money that allowed him and his company
Right.
to stay so focused on what they were trying to do and lose money, quite frankly, for a while until they were able to kind of develop their business model enough to stay focused. But I think that the pressure to produce short-term results is probably the greatest temptation, the greatest pressure. I'll give you, since I spoke about Amazon as a positive example, I'll talk about an example that really breaks my heart, and that is the Panera bread company,
Yes.
the restaurant brand. I work a lot in fast food and restaurants, and I remember what it was got to be probably like 20 years when Panera Bread really came on. It first started kind of coming on the market, and it was such a refreshing alternative to typical fast food. And one of the things that they grounded their brand on was on wholesome, natural, not artificial, not processed ingredients.
Real
And
food.
real food, and you could taste the difference, and you could also just feel the difference going into this place. You just felt like it was just a little bit a notch above what you would get at a fast food restaurant, and people were willing to pay for that. But over time, restaurant margins have become so razor thin, and I think also just the competition that has grown in this fast casual space for Panera caused them a few years to have to move away from their commitment to non-processed, non-artificial ingredients. And to me, that was just like, at the core of their identity for them to move away from that it's really, kind of heartbreaking that they would have to do that. And I just wish that people who are responsible for brands and decisions like that would be able to be more committed to their identity over the long term.
It seems like that's in line with a lot of what you talk about in your keynotes where, customer and employee experience or customer and then their experience with the organization has to be aligned,
Yeah.
right? And that's an
Yeah.
example where there was not alignment.
Yeah. Yeah, so often it's tempting to think that our brand is an external message. It's an image to portray. It's an identity that we are trying to promote versus an identity that we really embody internally. And so our culture, the culture of our organizations needs to be integrated and aligned with our brand identity so that we truly are on the inside what we say we are on the outside. And it's only when you have that integration, alignment, that coherence, can you actually, stay committed to your idea and to ensure that the core of your brand comes through in everything that you do.